Hello, this is Ralph K. Ginorio. Give me a few minutes and I'll suggest an idea worth considering. Is race an unspeakable issue? And as an unspeakable issue, is it something that has terrible power over us? In many ways, as much or more power than it did in the time of Jim Crow. Look, I'm a me. But according to some people, I am merely another Hispanic, white male. I'm a me. I was born with the qualities of the male gender. My father was Cuban Puerto Rican, my mother was Bronx Irish, and I chose the faith I have, the orientation I have, the values I have, and aspire to. But some people still see life through the lens of race. I benefited from this. I, like our esteemed president, was given preferential treatment in terms of a scholarship, in terms of access to elite universities, because I'm Hispanic. Is this just to those people who might have been higher qualified than I was, who were done out of the deal because I'm Hispanic? Was this just to me, to give me something that wasn't mine, and therefore that might not have been in harmony with what I was capable of? Moreover, today, we have a president who is president because many people, despite having an absolute ignorance of President Obama's ability to handle tough situations because he had no experience as an executive handling tough situations, voted for him for reasons that had everything to do with them, the voter, and nothing to do with him, the candidate. It was time to expiate the white guilt and to elect the first African-American president. Hallelujah. Well, we did that. And there is a glorious thing in overthrowing the legacy of Jim Crow and in proving that anyone in this country can be president. But that's just it. The reason that President Obama won the nomination of the Democratic Party in '08, the reason that many people are going to vote for him this year is because he happens to be a black man. Don't tell me that's not racism. Don't tell me that's not just a different version of Jim Crow with a different victim group and a different beneficiary. If Martin Luther King's dream of living in a land where his children are going to be judged on the basis of the content of their character, not the color of their skin, is to be realized, we need a color-blind society, a society that respects middle-class values of dreaming big dreams, self-discipline to achieve those dreams, and well-earned rewards for hard work. Any one of us, regardless of race, can grapple with the challenge of personal achievement and can experience the glory of success. But those come from individual choices to self-sacrifice, to prepare, to learn, to work hard. The government has nothing to do with it. Community organizers and civic leaders like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton have nothing to do with it. No one is empowered by a person rising through their own efforts except that person. And therein lies the problem. We have professional tolerance junkies whose job it is to monitor the language of the culture to make sure no one is offended. We're human beings. We cheese people off just by walking around, and that's the way it should be. In a free society, we express ourselves come what may and live with the consequences. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is there a role in a society like that for a political commissar, a hack whose job it is to make sure that you use the right personal pronoun? Moreover, is there a job in that society for a politician whose modus operandi is to convince a group of people that just because of the way they were born, they can't make it in America without his patronage, without his help? Slavery ain't dead in the United States, ladies and gentlemen. It is self-imposed through fear from within and by demagogues from without, who want to convince people that the American dream is beyond you because you're born a certain way, that the most important thing about you is that you're born a certain way, and that achievement in this country is based on how many members of different protected identified minority groups get certain jobs. The glory of a free society is itself. It is freedom. Freedom for the individual, not being pigeonholed into a group. Think about it and be well.